Hello, everybody. This is Noel, the Red Devil. We're here for Manchester United versus Manchester City, the Manchester Derby. Last night, I actually went to bed in relatively good humour, and I thought, we might actually have a chance against City today. I just don't know what it was. I just had a weird feeling. I suppose after the way we won the last game, I was thinking maybe this will be the kickstart that the players need. Then I saw the squad that was announced. And let me just tell you, my mood has completely changed. So the team news is as follows. We've got Onana in goal, Lindelof, Amrabat, Maguire, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Haaland, Eriksen, Dalot, Evans, McTominay. Now, I don't know why, personally, Lindelof is playing. If Varane's on the bench, so he must have picked up something again. I mean, this is ridiculous now at this stage. But you play your best centre-back. And right now, Harry Maguire and Varane seem to be working well together. And I don't know why you'd want to disrupt that, to be quite honest with you. I don't get why Lindelof is on the pitch, to be quite honest with you, because the ball goes side to side, backwards. At least with Harry Maguire, he's trying to get the ball forward and moves forward. Lindelof doesn't. The midfield, I just don't get the midfield. I mean, I get why you want to put Eriksen on, but to me, Eriksen is still an impact sub. I don't care if he did okay when he came on in the last game. Right, he's an impact sub. He fades in big games, and I fear he's going to fade in this game. I just don't like the team, the setup. I could be wrong. I will be on camera, obviously, when the game kicks off, but I got to be honest, I'm not happy with that team. Last night, I was thinking we can get a result, because I don't think City City rightly so blew smoke up City's ass last season. But I think they're weaker this season. And you've seen it as well. Without Kevin De Bruyne in their team, they're not as good. They're not. And defensively, they can be got at. But I just don't see this team getting at this Manchester. I could be wrong. Listen, that result on Wednesday has probably G'd them all up. And they need no motivation. It is a derby. There's extra to it as well, because Sir Bobby Charlton recently passed away. So there's going to be a lot of emotion as well. But, you know, I just don't see how we win this game now with Lindelof and Evans on the pitch. I really don't. And I know City, you know, they have pace, but they don't really use their pace because they like to pass the ball around and stuff like that. That's fair enough, but I just fear. I mean, Harry has done well, right? Why you wouldn't put the best centre back beside him is baffling. So Varane has to be there. I don't know why Varane's not on the pitch. I mean, Eric Ten Hag would probably say it's because he's only come back from injury and all of this bollocks, right? But I'm sick of that. Eric Ten Hag, look at me. Your job apparently is on the line. I don't agree. I don't think your job should be on the line. I think you overachieved last season. And I think we're seeing now, even with the new additions, that this team is not as strong as everybody believes that it is, right? We still have major problems. And the ownership is up in the air and all of that. And it's never going to get resolved, right? We just found out recently as well with the accounts released that we're a billion in debt now, right? We owe $1 billion, right? These are the same owners that took $2 billion out of the club a few years back, right? So, you know, it's not all Eric Ten Hag's fault, but this is a game I believe he should be playing his best players, right? And, you know, I just don't. Look, I could be wrong, as I said. But look, I'm going to try and enjoy this game as much as I can. Hopefully, you know, it's not like the FA Cup where they dominated us and they did. They dominated us the whole game, and we got back into it because of a penalty. You know, we you know, in fairness, we overachieved last season, but I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I mean, you know, I know you don't want to play Mason Mount for some weird reason, but if Bruno is playing out on the right wing, I mean, that's absolutely a horrible decision. You know, put Mount out there. At least put Bruno in the middle of the fucking park where he's effective. I don't get this, but look, you know, last year he did the same. Some of his substitutions and stuff. Some of these starting 11s were fans were questioning it, but he got the result. He got the result. You know, he got some lucky results last year as well, and he needed the luck. Like every manager needs a bit of luck as well. I'm not saying no manager out there gets any luck. You know, you need the luck, but you know, we can't rely on luck this time now. We got to really, you know, got to kick on. I don't want to be sitting here every game, you know, criticizing these players and criticizing the manager. I want to be able to sit here every week and celebrate the fact that we're starting to move up the table and in the right direction again. Yeah, I know football can. And listen, there used to be this thing where City would dominate other teams, and it used to be like this. They come in, they go to Old Trafford in form, and we wouldn't be playing too well, but we'd end up winning the fucking game because City had this mentality against us or something. Anytime it was Man United, just Man United. But they've erased that over the last couple of seasons now, and they've been beating us with comfort. I mean, there was even one game I remember, you know, they battered us in the first half and they got a big lead, and it was like as if Pep had told his team to fucking ease off us. We were that fucking bad. It was like as if Pep didn't want to embarrass our club. It was that bad. That performance was that bad. I remember that. It was really embarrassing. And then, of course, we had that 7-0 hammering by you know who. I mean, we'll never live that down. I mean, I lived to see that. And don't get me wrong, we've been beaten heavily before. But not like that. Of course it will be. You're right. Manchester will always be red. You're right. I mean, there's more. Look, City. Unfortunately, everything that City have achieved will be questioned now because of the 115 charges. The thing about it is, a lot of fans are saying, "Well, why is it taking so long when Everton have been?" Well, Everton haven't got 115 charges. And remember, Manchester City will contest every single one of those. So that's going to take years. So Manchester City could go on and win another treble. They could go on and win multiple fucking trophies, right? It'll only be down the line then. We'll find out whether they're responsible for the things that is being said they're responsible for. And then what will happen then is action will be taken then. But none of the clubs that Manchester City would have beaten for a league title will want that league title. Do you know what I mean? Because that's not the way footballers think. You know, they won't say, "Oh yeah, I got another Premier League title on me CV, great." You know what I mean? It's already done. They've moved on from that. But that's what I mean. It's absolutely. What can you do when a club like that has 115 charges? You can hardly stop them from playing football. So City will just do what Barcelona did all those years ago. They'll get the lawyers and they will keep that fucking going for years and years and years. And then it'll only be after Pep is gone, and City could have 2 or 3 managers even after that, when everything then comes out, and then we'll find out what if they're guilty. But it looks like, the evidence seems to be hard to dismiss. It's just they have to do a proper order. And 115 charges, I mean, that should be, I'm being honest, I'm not saying this as a Manchester United fan, but you got to send out a message, right? And the message and the only punishment, as far as I'm concerned, would be relegation to League Two. There is no other punishment that would be fitting. 115 charges, like, you can understand a few, because some clubs have had a few, and they've been punished and points deducted and all of that, and rightly so, right? But if you're guilty of 115 fucking charges, I'm sorry, that's relegation all the way down to League Two, and that's what the punishment should be, right? And as a further punishment as well, the club that Manchester City will have to work under the budget constraints of each league, so they can't buy their way out and go straight fucking up again. It must be a proper fucking punishment. 115 charges shouldn't be swept under the carpet. There is no, people say, "Oh, we'll relegate them to the Championship." No, they should be relegated all the way down to League Two, right? And as I said then, they have to work within the budget constraints so that they can't, you know what I mean? Because they'll have to take their punishment. It's as simple as that, right? We've always questioned their success, right? We always have, right? There's always been questions over some of Barcelona's success, right? They've never went away. And the common denominator is Pep Guardiola, right? So, I mean, his legacy, everything he's won, right? Everybody says he's the greatest manager in Premier League history and all of this bollocks, right? No, he's not. And he never will be. The greatest ever was our manager, our gaffer, so Alex Ferguson. There is no comparison, right? There is no comparison. He is the greatest of all time, right? He did it at Aberdeen. came to United, struggled for a few years, won that FA Cup, and went on to create a dynasty, a legacy, right? He was partly responsible, along with others, for building the great club that we have today. Okay? He is the greatest. He is the greatest Premier League manager. I would say he's up there as one of the greatest managers ever. Right? What he did to Manchester United, how he reinvented that club, how he reinvented teams for different eras. I'm telling you now, right? He never had the cash that Pep has had either, right? But he always bought smart, and he always bought young players as well that he knew, like the likes of Ronaldo and all of them. Not all the young players that he bought worked out, but he always tried with youth because that's what the United believed in. So even if it didn't work out for some of those players went on to have good and decent careers with other clubs. It just didn't work out with them at United. But there's no shame in that. So he is, in my opinion, he is, for what he done, right? I lived through his era. I lived through the whole lot of it, right? Manchester United fan since Ron Atkinson, right? It was his last couple of seasons, in fairness, because I was young. But I had to live through the whole Sir Alex Ferguson reign. And you'll never see the like of it again. And then you had the rivalries with Arsene Wenger and stuff like that. Jose Mourinho. You know, Premier League was great back then. You know, the managers, like Arsene Wenger and Ferguson getting red cards. It happened, but it didn't happen as often. But they were always on the touchline. Two of them always going after other managers. They were brilliant. They were for mind games. So was Jose Mourinho, right? Ferguson had it all. I don't give a shit what anybody says. And Brian Clough is up there as well, by the way. But, you know, Ferguson for me. Brian Clough second. Without a fucking shadow of a doubt. Cloughie loved his fucking football on the ground. The way football should be played anyway. You know, the other way works as well, hoofing it up. It does actually work, you know, because Ireland played that way and we played a bit of passing as well. And it worked for us and we got to a quarterfinals of a World Cup. Like, it does work, but Cloughie was a purist and believed in the game of football. And so did Ferguson. But Ferguson adapted to every year. That's why he maintained as long as he did. Right? It wasn't always about the cash. And yes, we did outspend clubs in certain points, you know, because a lot of what people don't realize is that Ferguson is a bit like what Real Madrid do now. Ferguson could always identify which players were on their way out, or were on the decline, or were injury prone, right? So he'd get rid of them. He'd be ruthless, and he'd get replacements. We're not ruthless anymore. It's absolute fucking joke, man. Anyway, we're near there to kick off. So I'm just going to heat up my coffee. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I predicted a 2-1 scoreline last night and I was feeling positive. But you know what? I'll fucking take a draw. I'll take a draw right now. Um, I mean, if by some miracle we actually play decent football today, right? It looks like we're on it. Then yes, I think we should go for the win, obviously. But I just don't know. I just wish I had the confidence in this team. But right now, I just don't. But we'll see what happens. Just give us a second there, will you? Because I got a voice message off someone there, and I just need to hear it. It just won't take long. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Sorry about that. I just had to just make sure everything was okay. We got a few tins of dog food here that Ted looks up his nose at pedigree chum. It's not good enough for him. So I've asked the neighbour who has a dog downstairs if they wanted the pedigree chum because we don't want to bin it. The cans are in date. There's just bought it like, but he prefers the little fucking pouches. He hates the tins. Prefers the little fucking pouches of other fucking dog food. I tell you, Ted is a fuck. He doesn't realize how fucking spoiled the little shit is. She just went out and bought him more different dog food, like just to keep him happy. In fairness to him, though, he's been a bit all over the place because, as you know, guys, Halloween, nobody gives a fuck about the animals. Like, I don't, you see, I was having this conversation with someone. I'm not against fireworks, right? I like a firework display more than anybody else. The thing about it is, though, have it on the nights that you're supposed to have it on. I don't think it's fair. People have dogs and cats and stuff like that. The amount of fucking animals that go missing, seriously, over the fucking these periods and New Year's Eve, it's fucking disgusting. Right? It's fucking disgusting. Right, here we go. I'm gonna have to set up my earphones. But there they have a big sore Bobby Charlton. Oh my god, they've gone all out for this one. All I'll say is that these players have to remember who they're actually playing for, you know. And Sir Alex Ferguson as well wanted to thank the fans as well because he obviously broke his silence because, as you know, he's been dealing with the loss of his wife also. And he said that he had some beautiful words to say about Sir Bobby, but also to the fans for all the love and the kind words during his bad time. But here we go. Right, I'll put the camera on now. Just wait until they actually get to the center circle. That's what I mean. I mean, look at Old Trafford right now. I mean, if this doesn't G up the players, nothing will. Look at that, Sir Bobby. Right, camera. Oh my God, this is lovely. I'm not going to get emotional. I've been getting too emotional lately. I mean, crying over Sir Bobby, but yeah, so Bruno's on the right. I don't like that. Don't like it. I don't like it. I really don't. Why not put McTominay or why not put Bruno in there with McTominay or Ericsson and then put Mount out on the right? Like Mount has a little bit of pace. And it's a little bit, he's a bit like Park Ji Sung, a scrappy player. I don't get it, man. Don't get it, man. Don't get it. Right, you've got some all legends. So City legends and United legends. That's the way it should actually be, though. They're doing a moments of applause because people these days, because they're dickheads, just can't stay silent. So they do a moments of applause instead now. Come on, lads. Oh, come on. Oh, look, they're all walking off together. That is lovely, man. Jesus, Brian Kidd's getting on. Jesus, man. Jesus. Right, lads. Right, here we go. I'm nervous now. I'm actually nervous. McTominay to tip off. Right, lads, come on. Right, bit of a nervy start. Just getting to grips with the ball right now. But we're getting touches on the ball. It's important. There we go. Come on. Fuck off. Don't not. Come on. This is nice. I like this. Great start. Oh. Delao just overhit it, but Lindelof nearly managed to keep it in. But what a good start for United. Positive. Positive. Hey, puppy. Ted is with me because he just won't settle with Cheryl. Won't you know? Won't you know? Go on, United. McTominay burst through. United so far are positive fucking start. Bruno putting on the pressure. This is more like it, lads. Come on, but in fairness, McTominay should have passed it. What you doing, mate? I know you've been scoring goals, but Rashford is fucking free out there. United fans are the Old Trafford is buzzing right now. This is a nice positive start by the lads. But now City on the attack, stringing a few passes together. Bernardo Silva on the edge of United's box. Right, City back. United are putting good pressure on City at the start of this match. United again putting on the pressure. That Eriksen and Bruno doubling up on Jack Grealish there. Nice to see, man. I'm telling you, Jack Grealish melting off. He is. Be quiet. Of course, Jack will see the floor a couple of times today because he likes to, fall over. I'm surprised he doesn't get a fucking, a dive at the match award every game. City are obviously trying to keep the ball now, knock United off their rhythm a little bit. But United putting great pressure. Anytime City get the ball or City player has the ball, they're not getting time to rest on the ball. Rashford coming back doing a bit of defending. Knocked out by Lindelof. Paul Rasmus. Oh, what a ball to Rashford by Rasmus. Unlucky, but Rashford looks up for it. There just seems to be a different feel about these players. Even watching their body language on the pitch, it's positive. It's positive. See, that's why Rashford shouted at Lindelof to leave the ball alone. But City are actually City wasting time now. Right. Oh, didn't even know Haaland was on the fucking pitch. That's what they said. Like, air striker, tell you, Erasmus, he's better than Haaland. I'm telling you now. It's just we don't have the team right now. But when we get players in there that can create, and I mean properly create, that fella is going to be lethal for us. And if he's with us for as long as I think he will, he'll break Wayne Rooney's record. Oh, here we go now. Ball into the box. Saved by Onana! Off the line by Harry Maguire! And Harry, give Harry his flowers there. What a ball off the line. So initially, Onana with a great save, double save, and then Maguire with the ball out. But it's City's first attack, and to be quite honest with you, but the second one. Harry again. He's been immense, man. I mean, Jim Beglin is not giving Onana credit there. I thought it was a horrible ball to be shot at with. He got his hand on it, and then he got the second one. So, I mean, I've no problem with that. You got to take... City are starting now to get into their groove. So I just prefer Bruno in the middle of the park. But it's all City now, as we suspected would happen. Bright start though. If we get a goal in this game before City do, but Onana's ball distribution is awful so far in these first. I mean, Rasmus. Wow. Yeah, City are not at it today. I mean, if we just, we're not playing too bad, but we just need to. I mean, Rasmus had a chance to hit the ball out to Rashford and he didn't pick him. He chose the more casual, safe ball. I tell you, Rasmus, he's so brilliant at backing into players and holding up the ball that they're fouling him. And this is what I'm saying. We get more balls up to him. I'm telling you that. Come on, United. I tell you, we don't. Why not? The player I'm kind of worried about right now, on-air team is actually Johnny Evans. The Low is isolated. Ball into the box. Headed out. Onana again, which slab head. I like City are dominating the ball now, but it's not as if we're headless chickens and all over the place. We're actually putting good pressure on them, and the City are making a few mistakes. We're profiting off that. I mean, we've probably had two clear chances if the ball was right to actually score. But it's kind of like I'm just waiting for City to do something, and that's a sad thing. Don't know what's going on, but there seems to be a few City players that are not happy with each other. Oh, Nana with a good save. City do what they always do, falling on the ground. Harry out. Right, United, come on. Harry again. Go on, Harry. Harry has changed a lot of people's minds over these last few games, and rightly fucking so. Come on. Delo, stop messing. That's it. It's getting a bit scrappy. Are you for fucking real? So we've been playing for a few minutes, but they're gone to VAR. He's gonna give it. He's gonna fucking give it. I mean, come on. They're gonna give it. Please don't give it, ref. Come on. Please don't. Please don't. He's giving it. We're getting nothing. We don't get a break. We get nothing now. That is a shocking fucking. Right, Onana. What's your name? Can you do it again? He's gonna score, isn't he? Game over. Do you know what the thing that annoys me though? Is that United this season had decisions that clearly we should have got. And we haven't even played bad today. I mean, nobody can criticise the young striker. I mean, it's a bit of a tussle in the fucking box. I mean, it's not even enough of a tug. They just fall on the ground. Same with Liverpool players. Like, they fall on the ground to get a car. We fall on the ground, we're told to get up. Right, lads, come on now. Don't fold. Oh, Nana again. I mean, come on, will you? We bought you because apparently your ball distribution is great. You need to be making sure of those. So City fans are saying Old Trafford is falling down. Ten Hag is a bloody clown. We don't even. I mean, that's not even an. I've seen it again. I mean, can you just take Johnny Evans off, please? I don't mean to be disrespectful, but when he gets it, he's doing what Harry used to do. Will you put on Varane, please? Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Oh, this kid is something special. It's just right there. I mean, maybe you should have fell over. Maybe the VAR give you a penalty because it was like literally. Look, let me say, there, arm on the shoulder. You should have fell there, VAR. Are you going to go back and look at that? Nah, you aren't going to go back and look at that because you don't fucking like United. Go on. Amrabat, get in there. Johnny Evans is just fucking awful. I'm sorry, but he fucking is. Every time he gets the ball, kicks it out back to a City player. Weak pass. They get a second one. Goal kick. City are just dominating now. It's a penalty. I'm surprised VAR hasn't it. Johnny Evans is just get him fucking off. It's clear that he's a fucking waste of space. He's the one that's being a liability. Him and Onana actually today. Onana just looks indecisive, but I'm telling you now, you have to take him off. You have to take him off, man. Right? If Varane is fucking fit, he should be on the fucking pitch. Right? Playing this waster. Okay. I get that he's playing a low block because he wants to stop City from running away with it. But we're 1-0 down now. So in the second half, I would expect our manager to change it up now tactically and personnel wise. No, because he's on the fucking right, that's why. I just have a funny feeling we're going to get saved before the end of the first half. It would be nice if we went up the other end and scored before the end of the first half, but that's not going to fucking happen at this rate. Looking at these clowns. I don't know what she's doing, Ted. Oh, there's not been a bit of handbags. But Amrabat putties. This derby is heating up now. Anthony, just want to say Anthony's not the answer, though. Just in case. I don't know. I just have a funny feeling this ref is going to send one of our players off as well. Seems like he's itching to do it. Rashford gets his head on that corner there. But we will. You need to change it up tactically. I think it's been a decent first half. I just knew when I went to VAR that was it. Was Rashford again. Slab head. Go on! The Old Trafford crowd is willing these players. Come on, boys. What a ball! Oh! What a save! Scooby Doo! What a ball! And Scooby Doo! Oh! But this could have been what we. This is what we need. Come on, lads! Brutal by Ericsson, you fucking idiot. Time wasted going on from Shitty. Max. Oh, Scooby Doo! Why didn't you? Oh. He smacked it down the middle. Come on, Scooby-Doo. If anybody could get us a goal, it would be Scooby-Booby-Boo. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. This is it. This is it. Give it. Corner, is it? Come on, corner. Oh my God, we just burst to life in these last few minutes. Can we get a goal? Right, come on. Oh, Maguire, unlucky. Oh, what a save by Onana! Oh my God, world class! Fucking world class, my God! Oh my God! Seriously, man! Oh my God! Holy wow! Half time. Right, camera off. Have to say, good, decent first half performance. City, as you would expect, would have most of the ball, but United, they have been bright. They've had tried to put pressure on. I do think the manager needs to change it with personnel wise. I don't trust Johnny Evans on the ball. Onana has looked a bit uneasy, but he's pulled off two absolute massive saves in this game. We do go 1-0 down, unfortunately. VAR pulled back as usual. We never got at with VAR, got to be honest. And it always seems to go against us, and it went against us again there. So we're 1-0 down. Holland penalty, and he's done fuck all in the game, to be quite honest with you. But there you go. I think our young lad has done a lot more and probably deserves a fucking goal. But the way everything is going for United right now, we don't seem to be getting the bounce of the ball. We don't seem to be getting any of the decisions. But we're only 1-0 down. Look, saw the team sheet, didn't have confidence like I did last night. After seeing that first half, have a little bit more confidence, but I do believe he has to take Johnny Evans off. I do believe he needs to put Bruno in the centre of the park there, and he needs to put, I wouldn't put Anthony on. You either put Pellistri or you put Garnacho on. It's as simple as that. But you put one of those on the wing. And we might have a different game on our hands. But I think a really positive end to the first half, positive start, and then of course City then did start to dominate the ball. But it's not as if United were headless chickens and we've been hanging on. I wouldn't say we've been hanging on at all. I think we've done pretty well today. I'm actually surprised by this performance, to be quite honest with you. I wasn't expecting United to keep it as tight as they have, because we have been atrocious. We've only conceded one, but the manager now, it's make or break. This is where the manager earns his money now. It's like, you've got to take that risk. You're at home. You know, lovely tribute at the start. You don't want to lose to your biggest rivals at Old Trafford on the day that you're honouring a great man in Sir Bobby Charlton. So I do believe he has to go for it. And I hope he does. And look, if he goes for it and we end up getting beaten, so at least we could say he went for it. But that's what I want to see now. I want to see us go for it. Anyway, I will be back. I'm going to take a short 5-minute break, which means I'm going to remove myself from the screen for now, and we'll be back in 5 minutes. Just taking a 5-minute break, folks. 5-minute break to go, because I don't want to just keep the mic on and all of that, because I've got 5 minutes. Right, welcome back, folks. We just took a quick break there. Just wanted to use the loo and pour myself a nice glass of flavoured cold water. And obviously, I'm having, because, you know, as some of you know, I do smoke, so I'm having a ciggy before the second half. But yeah, there's been a bit of there's been a bit of bite to this derby. I think the incident with the yellow card with Amrabat and Foden has actually G'd up the United players a little bit. All it takes is a moment like that. But what I'm loving the most is every time Harry Maguire clears the ball with his head or does something good, the Old Trafford crowd respond with positivity. I have to be honest with you, that man, you know, he's gotten some terrible stick off us as fans, and he's gotten some horrible abuse off other fans, and he's never once, criticised the club, the manager, even when the captaincy was taken off him. He held everybody actually. I think a lot of people's respect grew for Harry in that time period. Though, and then he went and did that interview where, he he shouldn't open his mouth about having to prove not having to prove stuff and all of that. If he does his talking on the pitch like he's doing now, nobody has a problem with Harry Maguire, right? And that's all he should have done for. But credit where credit is due. He didn't do the Cristiano Ronaldo thing and go and bitch to Piers Morgan. He actually got his head down, did his extra bit of training during the summer and stuff, and has come back. And I think he's better for it. I think we're reaping the rewards of it. I just don't know why Eric Ten Hag would put Johnny Evans in with him there. I mean, that just goes to show you the confidence that the manager probably has in Harry now. But, you play Varane is on the bench now. Take Johnny Evans off. He's had a couple of sloppy passes under hit. He gave away a free kick, which could have ended up in the back of the net. He's just a liability right now. Onana has had a mixed bag today, though, this first half. I mean, he's looked a bit nervy. None of these balls out have reached the United player at all. His distribution has been absolutely awful. But in the game, he's pulled off three saves and another worldie just right. I mean, that save, that worldie save just right at the end there. I mean, that's why we bought that lad. He just needs to. I know he believes in himself, but he needs to. We bought him because his distribution is supposed to be the best. Either players are looking for the ball when he has the ball, or his distribution is just gone shit. But I have to take. I think it's a bit of both, to be quite honest with you. I don't think the players are making the movement because when Johnny Evans gets the ball to Onana, he's looking to pass the ball out. He probably he's tried to pick out Rasmus a couple of times, but the problem is that the ball it's just not getting there. I mean, other players should be shown for it. I mean, when you see how he played, he always, and I know the Italian league is different, but he was able to pick out a player that was in a bit of fucking space. But there doesn't seem to be, maybe there just isn't enough fucking space in the Premier League that he can't do it. But it's, he was supposed to transform the way we play and stuff like that. I just haven't seen it yet. But he's starting to pull off the saves, and that's all that matters. He's there to keep the ball out of the back of the net at the end of the fucking day. So we'll see what happens with the second half. But I'm not going to go too crazy about the first half. It was decent enough. I expected City to dominate the ball anyway. We all do. We're just not there yet. But we played a low block, try to keep them out. They've scored. But then Eric, the manager, did change it up slightly tactically on the pitch. But I do believe that personnel, if he changes the personnel, it will work better for what he's trying to do, because we seem to get under City's skin a little bit for all their domination and the ball. It have been, and the players have worked their socks off. There's nobody that can say that the players haven't worked their socks off. They have. They've tried to close the ball down as quick as possible. They're not doing it. They're doing it as one as well. If one goes, the other one will go. But we've conceded the goal now, so the manager has to go for it. We play Luton next week, So, we get a result here, we get a result against Luton. The table is looking a lot better for us considering we've had a really, really poor start. But 61% in the possession, 39. We've had 4 shots, 2 on target. City have had 7 shots with 4 on target. We've completed 143 passes. Corners, we've had 2, 5 fouls, and 2 yellow cards to City's 1. And here's the thing. Rasmus has more touches than Haaland, 18, 3 in the box, but Haaland has that important goal. Onana's had 45 touches, 3 saves, 29 passes. But out of those 29 passes, how many have successfully gone to a United player? Anyway, it looks like Mason Mount is getting a talking to, so we might indeed see Mason Mount. But I'd like to see Mason Mount, if you're going to put Mason Mount in, put him out on the right and put Bruno in the middle of the park. But he's warming up. So, back on. Let's see what happens. Right, players are back out onto the pitch. Mason Mount is warming up, so I'm assuming there's going to be a change. But who's it for? Right, Scooby-Doo, Ericsson still on the pitch. So who's he taking off? Amrabat. Right. Right, that was nice by Johnny Evans there. Right. Harry Maguire again. Free kick to United, gets a big chair as well. Corner to United. Oh, Bruno! Good start, bright start by United again. I think that needs to be a little bit faster there, though. For the ball. Unlucky. For the ball. Two now. Look at Delon. Look where he is, the fucking clown. Look, he's just arriving in the box now. You're an asshole. Go on, Rashford. More shambles. Space everywhere now. Johnny Evans like takes about 15 years on the ball. Get him fucking off. How many times have to this manager to get him off? Get him fucking off. They're gonna score a third, man. It's unbelievable. We just can't get the ball. Mount has done fuck all. I mean, Mount is strolling around though. I mean, he's only after coming on, and he's like, go on. He can't take off Holland though. If he's gonna bring on Martial and Anthony, he needs to keep fucking Silva. No. It's Johnny Evans though. I mean, he's slowing the fucking down. Will you get him off? Just get him off. Get him off. Corner. Come on, at least get this in. Go on! Oh! Play more like that, will you, lads? Come on! Unlucky, Rashki. Mason Mount is a waste of fucking space, that's why. Right? Why do we even buy him for? Like, what's he done? Nothing. And Nana with another good save, by the way. Changes should have came sooner. Yeah. How does Onana fumble the ball from there? So he's taken off Highland. Old Trafford has built. Anthony looks devastated not coming on. They're just toying with us now. It's all that 3-0, Phil Foden. Nearly 4-0. Not even gonna shoot, you fucking clown. So the City fans have been chanting, Old Trafford is falling down. Eric Ten Hag is a fucking clown. And I actually agree with them, he is a fucking clown. because he got his substitutions wrong. He put the wrong team out. He's a fucking idiot. He lost us this game today. Johnny Evans should not be on the pitch. Mason Mount shouldn't be on the pitch. We shouldn't even bought May. What is the point of Mason Mount? Can't even blame the players. The players have actually tried. They're just shit because he puts shit out with them. Great. Took a shot from there, you fucking clown. Oh, there's Mason Mount. Oh, I'll give a. Oh. Like, get away. He's bringing on another two attacking players and the game is over. Are you just an absolute fucking clown now? Who cares? Doesn't matter. You can put Mount on the fucking. You can put Mount on the line for Manchester City for us, and he's not doing nothing. Like, there's no point of him. Anthony gets a yellow card. It's getting a bit scratchy at the end there. Bruno took a swipe as well at that coup. I mean, we've lost the game, lads. Don't be doing fucking shit now. I mean, that's that's as bad as it gets. That's what we used to do with the teams. Anyway, look, manager will be questioned, and I do honestly believe questions need to be asked now. What exactly is our style of play? Why? What's the logic behind the substitutions? Mason Mount did absolutely fuck all when he came on. Why he didn't take Scott McTominay and Johnny Evans off the pitch, I will never understand. But that was a masterclass. That's what we used to do to teams. Manchester City fans singing, "Oh, Old Trafford is falling down. Eric Ten Hag is a fucking clown." Uh, at our home sums it up really. We play Newcastle in the Carabao Cup next. Newcastle haven't been in the best of form, but I don't know with this team anymore. And then we've got Luton. Don't be surprised if Luton shocked the world and actually beat us, because that's how bad we are. But there's something wrong. There's something not right. And I don't know if it is the manager, because then people will say, well, they played for the manager last year. It worked. And it's like they come close at the end of last season to doing something actually more than winning the Carabao Cup, and then they just absolutely crumbled. And since then, it hasn't been the same. But I do think Eric Ten Hag needs to be questioned on those substitutions. I think the Old Trafford crowd made it very clear. You're taking off your striker and you're putting on Anthony Martial, who does fuck all anyway. So he brought on Mason Mount and Anthony Martial. You may as well be playing with 8 players out on the pitch, 9 players out on the pitch. Absolute fucking joke. Anyway, I'm off till the next one. But geez, at this stage, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen. But look, like, share, subscribe. I'll see you again. Have a good one.